Logan Paul once again is making a complete fool of himself as he once again tried to take control of the narrative. However, folks, he failed miserably. How miserably did he fail? Well, folks, if you look at his latest video right here, not his latest video, but the video he originally made responding to CoffeeZilla about 2 or 3 days ago, he got destroyed so badly in the comments, he actually turned him off. You can clearly see it right here. This man legit turned off the comments. Now, I remember when he first posted the video, he was just getting bashed left and right. People were making fun of him, saying that he's not taking any accountability. And I thought that a lot of the feedback that he got in the comments was actually very fair. But just like most social media stars that we know, guys, they're very sensitive and they cannot handle criticism. And they're typically huge narcissists, which means that they cannot admit that they're wrong. Logan Paul is no different. Clearly a narcissist, clearly thinks very highly of himself and clearly thinks that he could do no wrong. And instead of coming out with an apology and saying, you know what, guys, I did not intentionally try to scam anyone. However, I do play a role in this because I hired a bunch of criminals and I'm sorry. Instead of taking that route, guys, Logan Paul decides to deflect blame to everybody else and refuse to take accountability, even though CoffeeZilla already said that it is not 100% Logan's fault. However, it is everybody's fault. Everybody who was involved in this shares the blame. So Logan Paul takes a major L here. And then let me show you guys something else of how hard hitting the point is that Logan Paul has taken a major L in flipping the narrative. So in Logan Paul's My Response to CoffeeZilla's scam allegations, you can clearly see right here that it has 2.5 million views. It has 87,000 likes. And this video has 313,456 dislikes. That's right, folks. The video got 78% dislikes and it has 300,000 dislikes. And the guy is just getting destroyed so much that he had to turn off the comments. But here's where it gets funny, folks, because you might be thinking like, okay, well, obviously this was a terrible apology. So did he stop there? Did he finally leave it alone, shut up, and just accept the fact that he took this L? No, he comes out with another video trying to address and defend himself and change the narrative. And once again, he failed miserably. But I just wanted to go ahead and look at some of the highlights from this. So let's just go ahead and click on his latest impulsive podcast where he basically talks again about CryptoZoo.
The guy is good. He is a very good storyteller, and he is very, very manipulative. Very manipulative. And he's good. He's built an entire career off it. Sometimes he's more impartial than not. I think he probably has an inherent bias against me, which is
why would he have an inherent bias against Logan? Why would CoffeeZilla have a bias against Logan Paul? He hasn't made that many videos. I think he's made, like, besides the series, I think he's made like maybe 2 or 3 videos. But I mean, as a YouTuber, you're going to make videos that get views. Like, we completely understand. It's not like he just made videos just to make videos. He covered some of the dumb things that you've done in the past, which is extremely fair. But to say that he's biased against you or has it out for you is just downright incorrect. And again, this is where the narcissism comes in. Logan Paul reminds me of Meet Kevin. Like I told you guys, all these famous YouTubers have a hard time taking accountability. This is no different than like a Meet Kevin or Jeremy Lefebvre, one of these guys. Logan Paul literally refuses to take any accountability, and instead of accepting the fact that CoffeeZilla did his homework, did very good research, and exposed the fact that Logan Paul unfortunately was involved in a scam, Logan Paul attributes this to, oh, this guy just has it out for me. He hates me. He's using my name for clicks. He's trying to destroy me. No, Logan. CoffeeZilla presented nothing but facts, absolute 100% proof, and just undeniable truth as it relates to some of the things that you did in your involvement in CryptoZoo.
Reflective in his work, in his piece, which unfortunately has repercussions. If you are perpetuating falsehood and it's affecting someone's business and reputation, and it's affecting the wrong person's business and reputation, that person may take action.
So let's.
But just because you take action doesn't mean that it's going to work. Again, I already explained to you guys the whole defamation thing. You have to be able to prove in court that he knowingly lied on you. This guy did a whole investigation where he broke down facts. If he reported some things that were a little inaccurate, that's not defamation. CoffeeZilla would have literally had to say this: I know for a fact that what I am saying about Logan Paul is a lie, but I'm specifically going to make this video and report it anyway, even though I already know that it's a lie, specifically so I can ruin this guy's reputation because I hate his guts and I want to destroy him. So I'm going to report lies that I know are lies to destroy him. That's defamation, Logan. That's not what CoffeeZilla did. There's no way you're going to be able to prove this in court. And unfortunately for you, I know you're trying to go the whole frivolous lawsuit thing. You're trying to do the big boy, the big bully thing. I'm way richer than you, so I'm going to clean you out. But CoffeeZilla's rich too. And from my conversations with my own personal lawyer, lawsuits can cost anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000. If they drag on longer, then yes, they can cost $200,000 or even more. But either way, CoffeeZilla has the money to defend himself. So after you go through all that time battling in court over nothing, and then the judge looks at it and throws it out, you're going to look even worse. This is going to turn out even worse for you when the judge literally says, okay, I'm throwing this out. There's no case here. There's no defamation here. You're going to look even stupider. So I don't know who's advising Logan Paul. Maybe it's this weird guy right here, his manager guy right here. But you have the wrong people around you. And typically, when you look at somebody like a Kanye West, who's recently been on the downfall, like a tremendous downfall, normally these celebrities fall really hard and never recover simply because they have bad people around them advising them. And I understand why they have bad people around them advising them. People who just aren't very smart or just aren't good at what they do and just aren't giving them good advice. I get it, because it's really hard to advise a celebrity or a famous person who is a narcissist, an egomaniac, and thinks very highly of themselves and just thinks that they could do no wrong. Can you imagine trying to advise Kanye West, one of the cockiest human beings on the planet? Can you imagine trying to advise Logan Paul? This guy is literally, if you try to tell him the right thing, he's probably going to fire you. So I do understand, but it's just unfortunate. I wish this guy had better mentors in his life, because the way he's handled this thing has just been much worse. And I know his lawyers have got to be pulling their hair out like, oh my God, what are you doing? I told you not to do this. It's crazy, guys. Let's keep going.
Right off the bat, as early as possible here, talk about the two definitions and the two things that are at play. One of them being a scam, the other one being defamation, which can be libel or slander. So if someone scams a person or an organization, they deceive them in order to get something valuable for them, especially money. That is the definition of scam. So
But that's what happened. CryptoZoo was a scam and still is a scam. Even if Logan Paul didn't make money, CoffeeZilla already exposed that the intention of all these people in this CryptoZoo thing was to make money. Now, how did people get scammed? Well, people got rug pulled. Like, you guys went in there with the intention of making a lot of money and rug pulling people. And just because Logan Paul and his manager didn't get the jump because there were two other people who were smarter than them and rug pulled them first, doesn't mean that you don't share accountability. But make no mistake about it, folks. CryptoZoo is a scam. Most people in the finance community know this. It's very obvious to see. Like, CryptoZoo is an outright scam, and it fully materialized because a lot of people lost a lot of money. Unfortunately, there are legit victims in this case who lost tens of thousands of dollars to this scam.
My first question, and this question was answered in his series, it was a 5-second blip that was a part of a probably hour-long of documentary, filmmaking, was how much money did you make off the sale of the coin? Or off CryptoZoo as a project? How much money did you make?
Yeah, this seems to be the biggest misconception, and it is.
Actually, it's not a misconception. See, this is Logan Paul lying and trying to spin the narrative, but unfortunately for Logan Paul, the audience is not dumb. Everybody's on CoffeeZilla's side. Everybody watched CoffeeZilla's videos thoroughly. We know what happened. So Logan Paul is trying to make it seem as if there's a misconception out here that I made money. No. CoffeeZilla made it very clear, and to the manager guy, Mike, it wasn't a 5-second blip. CoffeeZilla made it very clear on numerous occasions in his videos that Logan Paul did not profit off of the coin. However, that doesn't matter because the intent was still there. Just because you got rug pulled by two other scammers who are much smarter than you doesn't mean anything. So I don't know what you're talking about when you say, there's this weird narrative out here that somehow I profited. No, there's not. The only person who thinks that is you and your delusional manager. You two are the only people who think that anybody thinks that you two profited. Nobody thinks that. Nobody cares. We know you didn't make any money. That's what makes it even funnier. You tried to rug pull people. That was your that was your plan with your people, and you got rug pulled. The plan literally, CoffeeZilla literally exposed the texts that were said in the group chat, and you and everybody else were all kind of conniving and basically saying, okay, don't sell yet. I'll let you know when to sell. However, the Eddie Ibanez guy and the Crypto King guy got the jump on you and said, okay, screw this guy. I'm cashing out my millions. So we already know that you didn't make any money. Again, that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. The intent was there. At the end of the day, people got scammed. And at the end of the day, there would be no Crypto Zoo without you. And so the fact that a lot of people lost a lot of money and got scammed shows that you hold the most accountability because you are the main person behind this that keeps the whole engine running.
Disappointing that part was glossed over so quickly.
It wasn't
Made
glossed
no
over.
money off Crypto Zoo. Never sold the token.
Nobody
Jeff
cares.
never sold the token.
Doesn't matter.
Only lost money trying to make things right.
Okay, but you're rich. You lost money when you were already trying to make money off of a business venture. Rich people lose money all the time when they get into speculative investments. But again, the fact that you were even talking about the fact that you lost money is, I don't know the word for it, but like, man, it's just, it's ridiculous because you have people who lost everything to this garbage. And at the end of the day, your little whatever amount of money you lost doesn't mean anything. You got a freaking $13 million house in Puerto Rico. You'll be fine, dude. Like, you're a rich dude complaining. What about the victims? You know the saddest part about this entire thing? I haven't heard him once say anything about the victims. I haven't heard it. Nothing about the victims. Nothing about I feel bad for them. I want to make them. Nothing. It's just all about him. Again, the narcissism, guys.
Along with everyone else in the project. But no money was made. No tokens were sold. And CoffeeZilla even said that in his series. So to answer your question, yeah. No money was made by Jeff or I.
And just back to the flip side really quick. To me, once I heard that seemed just like a kill shot to this entire thing.
Now I'll play the other side.
Sure, and I know what you're going to say. There's a ton more. It's very complex. There's a lot of
No.
devs and all-
I empathize. I totally see why people are frustrated.
There we go.
I'm fucking frustrated. I've been frustrated for over a year. So I'll let you keep going. And again, while we.
I think what's also missing from this piece, and I'm going to skip around because this is just boring, but I think the other missing part from this piece, guys, is this isn't the only crypto scam he's promoted. He's promoted numerous other crypto scams on this channel, which nobody's really talking about, which is just crazy.
It was purely good. I put 7 months of my time, energy, effort, all of it into this project.
So you put 7 months of time, energy, and effort into this project, yet somehow you managed to hire a bunch of criminals, scammers, frauds, and liars to run this project. I don't know, man. That looks pretty dang bad, bro. You did all that work and you hired a bunch of criminals. I don't think you did much work at all because honestly, to me, it's just not very hard to figure out that a lot of these guys are clowns. I mean, if you just do a little bit of research into their past, not hard to figure out, but I'm calling cap on that one.
And when shit hit the fan, it was devastating. It was heartbreaking. I never acted with malintention. I mean, again, like what was the intent to make money? I mean,
you did act with malintention. CoffeeZilla exposed it in his series. You did. You absolutely did. We saw the text messages. You were literally in this to make money off of people, and you were going to use your fame to get people to invest in it, and then eventually you were going to sell. You literally said in the text, everybody wait until I say so. Like, come on, dude.
I guess maybe eventually, like if you're running a business, I'd assume any intent is to make money off of it. But like, did we ever capitalize financially off of this? Absolutely fucking not.
For people that aren't.
Well, you didn't capitalize financially off of this because you got rug pulled by people that were smarter than you. We got to make sure we keep the narrative strong here because this guy's trying to spin it.
Where can you describe the dynamic between the token and the game?
Okay. So the
boring.
Take an animal from cryptos. It's something that I'm doing. It doesn't work in that context.
I think it was shined in a bad light. I think if it didn't have the negative outline on it, people wouldn't.
No. That was the first critique that happened.
Sure.
I actually have I want to ask you something. Again, I'm just throwing out other people's point of views. I'm not trying to stick a.
No, you should.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stick it into you. when I'm looking at this from my point of view, bro, I think you guys are kind of like, you're seeing it from your guys' point of view, which is obvious because it's your point of view, and you are not a scammer. You don't hurt people. You don't do these type of things. So it's gonna.
Bruh, he promoted numerous scams on his platform. Like, what? I mean, I get it. You probably work for, I'm sure this guy works for him. I mean, he's on the podcast. Probably works for him, so you have to say that. But it's okay. I'll say what you can't say. No, he's a scammer. Like, he's done it numerous times. Like, this isn't even the first one. This is the one that blew up. But he's done this numerous times. And he's not the only one. Many of these celebrities are scammers, and they use their platforms to scam their audience with these fake garbage NFT and crypto projects. That's absolutely what happened.
Affect your heart because you didn't do that. And for the world to look at you in that type of way, it's very drowning. It feels like you can't breathe because people are already painting you out to be something you're not. But put a pin in that. Over here are people that root for you, that look at you like somebody they want to be like. They want to.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. His latest video got like 78,000 likes and 311,000 dislikes. I think his reputation is kind of over with, especially with this response. I don't think he'll be able to recover after giving this terrible response. That's just my opinion.
Achieve like, and so when they invested in your project, and they're remember, they don't have our lifestyle, so they're working paycheck to paycheck, paycheck to paycheck. So when they go, fuck yeah, Logan's involved in this, I know it's going to win because I've watched this guy win, and I want to be like this fucking guy. So I'm going to invest my hard-earned money. From their point of view, I get your guys' point of view because you're dealing with a legal team, you're dealing with all the people that did you wrong. But from their stance, they go, how dare you go and open up 2 other projects when I just wasted my hard-earned money on something that I believed you would do. So this is a point of view that they don't care what you.
And the reason why Logan Paul did that is because, again, he was going to forget about Crypto Zoo. He wasn't even going to mess with it. The people who lost their money, F you. You got left holding the bag. Too bad for you. Too bad, so sad. If it wasn't for CoffeeZilla, the people who got screwed over in the Logan Paul Crypto Zoo thing would have never gotten a voice. And it's important to highlight that. And this shows even more how much of a scumbag Logan Paul is. I got to keep it real, guys, because you know that project got screwed over. You know a lot of people lost their money. You knew that there was a lot of fraud and stuff going on, and you had the nerve to go and start 2 whole new projects without making things right with that first project that people got screwed over in. That's just wrong. If people are getting screwed over in that project, you need to take care of those people first and make things right there before you go starting off with a new project. But the reason why he did that is because he didn't know that a guy with 2 million subscribers on YouTube was going to do a full expose and investigation on him and expose it. He didn't know that. He thought he could just get away with it scot-free. So because Logan Paul thought that, he's just like, oh, screw it. You know, I'm a celebrity. I'm a big shot. These guys have no voice. Screw them. Oh, well, they lost money. Too bad for them. I don't care. I'm rich. Whatever. I'm going to start 2 new projects and make more money. That was the thinking here. Didn't quite go as planned.
You feel like and what CoffeeZilla feels like. They want to demand answers for their own money.
100%.
So what do you say to the people that watched you make the project where you're taking pictures and all the other projects? Yep. How does it feel for you in your seat where your team's saying, hey, shut up, don't bring this up. We're going to bring this back in the future and all the answers will be explained. How does it feel knowing that you couldn't speak up in time and now you look like this villain? And no disrespect, you look like a piece of shit to the people that are like, yo, fuck this guy sitting on millions of dollars, always trying to get attention. And now he doesn't give a fuck about us, so he's not going to speak out about it.
All right, this video has gone on long enough, and this podcast is boring. By the way, this is the first time I've ever watched a Logan Paul podcast. By the way, I've never watched this garbage podcast till now. All right, guys, so yeah, I guess closing thoughts. Worst apology ever. His lawyers got to be pulling their hair out. Absolutely insane. The way he's trying to spin the narrative. CoffeeZilla is going to be okay. If CoffeeZilla does indeed end up getting sued, it's just going to get worse for Logan Paul. And let's be real, if CoffeeZilla decides he wants to try and raise money with some type of GoFundMe, he's literally going to get millions of dollars, and he's going to have some of the biggest creators behind him supporting him. Because like I said, people who actually have a brain and can think critically already know that this guy is a scam. And like I said, if I were Logan Paul, I would just look at my dislikes and look at my likes ratio, and I'd be like, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to sue this guy. Like, people already hate my guts. I might as well just take this L, take some freaking accountability, and try to salvage whatever reputation I have instead of being bitter and trying to go after another YouTuber who exposed me and did the right thing. I mean, honestly, CoffeeZilla didn't, like, maliciously go after him. Like, he just said, hey, I see a scam here, I'm going to expose it. And Logan Paul's mad at it. It's absolutely insane. But anyway, that'll go include today's video. And hopefully you guys got something out of this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.